The 9-hole peg test should be placed midline in front of the client. The shallow container holding the pegs should be placed closest to the hand that will be tested first. If one hand is disabled, the non-disabled hand should be tested initially to ensure task success. Instruct the client to take one peg at a time, placing all 9 pegs into the holes. Once complete, all 9 pegs should be removed from the holes and placed in the shallow container. Instruct the client to perform the task as quickly as possible. If a peg falls on the table, the client can retrieve it. If a peg falls on the floor, instruct the client that you will retrieve it. Each hand should be tested 2 times consecutively. A stopwatch is necessary to record how long it takes the client to place all 9 pegs into the holes and take them out again. It is helpful to have non-stick material, such as shelf liner or Dicem, to place underneath the tool so that it does not move when testing. Hi Jane, my name is Carol and I'm an occupational therapist. Are you familiar with occupational therapy?
A little.
Okay, yeah, occupational therapists basically just work with clients to ensure that you are able to do your things in everyday life that you would like to do and need to do. So we call it activities of daily living. Anything from being able to get dressed in the morning to being able to drive a car. So today what we're going to do is look at this assessment of your hand or finger dexterity. And the assessment tool in front of you is called a 9-hole peg test. And this 9-hole peg test is really quite simple. So I'll give you the directions. Which hand is your dominant hand?
Right.
Your right hand. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with the shallow container down here closest to your right hand. And then what you need to do is take one peg at a time and place it into each one of these 9 holes. And then when you have all 9 completed, go ahead and take each peg out one at a time and place it back into this shallow container. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and let me know, and then I am going to go ahead and time you, and we'll see how quickly you can move the pegs in and out. So go ahead and let me know whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Great job. Yep, I'm taking them right back out. "21 seconds. Excellent. Good job. So now when we do this test, what we do is we test your right hand, your dominant hand, 2 times consecutively. So we will do it again. Each of Jane's hands were tested 2 times to determine her score. Right hand and left hand scores are separate. Scoring is determined by averaging the outcomes of attempts 1 and 2 with the right hand and attempts 1 and 2 with the left hand. As a result, the client will have 1 score for their right hand and 1 score for their left hand. At 60 years old, with an average score of 21 for her dominant right hand, Jane falls into the 60th percentile. With an average score of 23 for her left hand, Jane is in the 55th percentile. Interpreting these results. In further discussion with Jane, she admits that as she ages, she is losing dexterity in her fingers and it is becoming more difficult for her to do things like apply makeup, open cans, and attach a leash on a dog. These are all areas that occupational therapy can help with. By working with Jane to develop exercises related to her interest, OT can help her to improve hand-finger strength and mobility, allowing for improved functional outcomes in these areas.